Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the video, and today we're looking at the General Liu Factory and asking, is it good? If you'd like to see my perspective of the trench variant at some point, then let me know in the comment section below. Now if you didn't find this video helpful or enjoyable, then I genuinely appreciate you taking that split second to hit the like button as always. With that being said, the General Liu Factory is a medic rifle with a 6-round clip which can drop people very quickly and is very reliable at longer ranges. It's pretty similar to the Selbstlader 1906 Factory in that regard, but it has one more available round and it doesn't have that annoying flip-up thing every time you fire, which is definitely a blessing. So essentially, if you like the Selbstlader 1906, or perhaps even the autoloading 8.35 Factory, then you'll likely also enjoy this weapon, because the General Liu Factory is going to add to that split in the player base. The split being whether the user is comfortable having increased lethality at the cost of available rounds or not. Because the General Liu is lethal, but essentially for just 1 kill, 2 if you're lucky, and very rarely any more than that. Because you're often looking at a 3-bullet kill, which can be achieved very quickly with a rate of fire of 299 RPM for those people with reasonably good trigger fingers. This might not sound fantastic in statistical form, but in practice it's certainly very effective. These are the same damage and rate of fire numbers as the aforementioned Selbstlader 1906 if you would like something to compare it against in terms of in-game feel. So yes, you're going to be reloading a lot basically. The stats of the weapon overall are pretty mixed, nothing incredible and nothing particularly terrible. It really is one of those weapons that you just have to use to see if you connect with it. So from the perspective of simply how I found it to use, it can drop people at range very easily. It's really reliable in this regard. The bullets go where you aim, simple as that. So if you wish to try to counter snipe, hold down a lane, peek in and out of cover or anything along those lines, then the General Liu Factory is likely a weapon you will connect with. It has a little more versatility than something like the RSC due to the far superior rate of fire, but I really do need to drill home the point that you're not going to go on crazy feeds with this weapon. If you see more than one person at once anywhere close to you, then you should likely either run or accept your death. Because this is not a charge down corridors kind of weapon. This is not a flank of massive enemies kind of weapon. This is a 1v1 winner or a holding down a lane specialist. I can say that most people probably won't have this as one of their go-to weapons for the reasons I've covered in this review. But for some people it will be a dream. If you can find a clever vantage point or sightline from which to pick people off from, then the General Liu is pretty easy mode here. Pace your shots and clean up those kills. But for the more aggressive among you, I doubt the General Liu will see much playtime. So for me, the General Liu Factory is reasonably average, perhaps on the upper end of average. It will be good for some players, but certainly won't be top tier. We'll have to see if any of this changes after the upcoming weapon patch. But this is all just my opinion. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section below. There's a link to help to support the channel in the description if you're feeling especially generous today, because like food isn't cheap and rent needs to be paid, etc. And feel free to like, favorite and subscribe. I'm GetGoodGuy and I'll see you next time. Laters.